before that same day, which was last Wednesday, I had to jump out of an Uber in the middle of an intersection.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I jumped into an Uber with a very rageful driver. Like, he went into a full fucking rage, and I had to jump out of the car. So he picked me up, and he seemed a little bit like he was already in a bad mood, and he couldn't. When you enter the car, the driver has to hit start or passenger is in the car,
Pick
right?
up,
So
yeah.
that way, or pick up that way, they can charge you the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he didn't pay his phone bill, so right when I got into the car, he couldn't charge me for the ride. And I realized what was happening because Google Maps wasn't working. His Uber app wasn't working. So I said, hey, sir, just like close down all your apps and maybe start it up again and maybe it'll work, And it didn't work. So I struck a deal with him. I was like, you know what? I was like, looks like you're having a bad day. I'll pay you. The fare was only supposed to be $5. It was only like 3 miles away. And I was like, I'll give you $20. I was like, just get me to where I need to be. I thought that was what I thought was the nice guys having a bad day, right?
What do you say?
Midway through the trip, because I was using the maps on my phone for directions. I was like,
Yeah.
let's just use my phone. Don't worry about it. He starts pounding on his steering wheel like, fuck this bullshit. And
So the horn's honking?
yeah, like getting angry. And he's like, where the fuck I go next? He's like asking me for directions. I was like, oh, you're going to make a left on Highland? Wow. And I was like, sir, I'm just trying to help you. Like, And then I was like, hey, make a left here, but you might want to go stay on the right lane. Trying to give him like tips, And he raised his fucking hand like this. I'm sitting in the back. And he's like, I know how the fuck Franklin works. Like, he tried to shush me. In the middle of the fucking intersection, I had $10 because I knew that he was probably not, he seemed dangerous to me.
Yeah.
If I didn't pay him, I knew he was the type to chase my ass down. So the fare was only supposed to be $5. I threw him a 10 and I fucking jumped out of the car. And I filed a complaint to Uber and they have not responded to me at all. But I screenshotted everything. And I was stuck in the middle of Hollywood because I couldn't even get another Uber because his app had frozen. So I couldn't, like, my Uber.
Exit out of
I
yours.
couldn't exit out of mine.
How many what was the star rating?
4. So something bad must have happened because
Yeah,
a
that's pretty
4-star
low.
rating
That's
is
actually
actually
pretty
not
low.
as
Well,
very
when I
good.
remember I went to the Norm Macdonald thing, that happened to me too.
Oh, really?
With an Uber driver?
Yeah, I mean, Norm Macdonald has his show, right? So it was in Venice. And they go, we got a car, so they picked me up. And halfway during the ride, I don't know what happened, but the ticket was lost or disconnected or...
Yeah.
So then he just pulls over on Venice Boulevard. It broke, get out. I go,
That's not how it works.
but I didn't even know it was an Uber.
Mm-hmm.
They did it.
They sent it for you.
They sent it for me, right? I go, yeah, okay, well, I have like $100 in my pocket, so just drive me to the place and I'll pay you. No, broke, get out. I go, and then I'm calling the guy, right? And then the producer of the thing, and they were like, oh my God. And I'm sitting in a car now with this guy on the side of Venice Boulevard, and we're not moving, and I have to tape this thing. So we have to get there. But finally, like, after about 15 minutes, they called him and they arranged it, but he was visibly angry. And so the second half of it was like an angry drive.
You were in danger, basically.
So Uber's got to fix that.
It's not.
No, it's
Most
a
of the
problem
time,
that-
look, 99.999% of all my Uber rides are perfectly uneventful. It's just, the one thing I would appreciate is, look, like, I'm a chick, right? That guy was obviously in
Dangerous.
some type of like aggressive mode. And the fact that I felt so unsafe that I had to jump out of the car, is I deserve a response at the very least.
What I'm saying is this Uber, right, to their drivers that have that kind of like, when customers have that kind of experience, the consequences should be very severe.
Yeah, not like, okay, one strike. It's
Like no strikes,
you're
no,
out.
because it's like, because for me, I'm not an Uber guy. I don't know much about it. I've taken them because I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather take a cab.
But there's supposed to
Wait,
be background
I said
check.
cab. What's the face about, George?
For a cab to an Uber?
Yeah,
Well, I will
because
say
for
cabs
me,
are more screened. The drivers are screened.
Yeah,
more.
first of all,
I thought they
cab
go through the same background
with
check,
cab?
don't they?
I know for a fact that I'm going to get to my destination. I know for a fact. I have never been in a cab on the thousands of cabs I've ever been there where they pulled over and said, "Get out."
Yeah.
This is just two stories between us two. That shit's never happened because with a cab, they're a part of a company and they could get fired.
Yeah, you lose your medallion.
You
license.
Yeah.
You want to hear a fun tidbit about?
No, I want to finish
cabs?
this with him. So now, are you shaking your head, fucker?
No, I've had nothing but great experiences with Uber. So I'm just.
Oh.
I have
Just
my own
can't let go.
experiences,
He
so,
just
you
can't
know,
let go of this Jessica
been
thing.
over
He really
my own
can't. It's like
life.
it comes out in everything that he does now, and he can't get over this Jessica thing. She doesn't like you, dude.
Don't say that.
He'll get over it. Positive energy.